Hey guys, this is MovieMan, and today I will be discussing a television show. I know I do movie reviews and movie talk, but I like this show too damn much not to review it on my channel. So here it goes. This show is American Crime Story: The People versus O.J. Simpson. And yes, I know that title sounds familiar. It's because this show is done by Ryan Murphy, who, as many people know, is famously known for iconic and his iconic show American Horror Story. So it's the same style and concept, just with a different spin. Instead of horror, it's crime. And so they do a new true crime story every single season. And this is the first season, and they started off with the O.J. Simpson trial of '94, the trial at Century. And the casting director deserves to get props for for what he did and who he was able to get, because he got a stellar cast. John Travolta, David Schwimmer from Friends, Sarah Paulson, who also did American Horror Story, the latest season, while doing this show, because she wanted to be in both shows. And then there was I said John Travolta. Cuba Gooding Jr. plays O.J. Simpson, and yeah, it's a stellar cast. And the two stand-up there's a few stand-up performances. The person who played Christopher Darden, Johnny Cochran, and also the person who played Johnny Cochran, and Sarah Paulson. I'll start off with Sarah Paulson. Sarah Paulson, when you watch her in the show, we've seen her countless times in movies and in American Horror Story, giving a very raw, emotional, and genuine, real performance on screen. But in this show, I really believe she brought another level of realism to the screen, and she really raised the bar on her acting abilities with her performance as Marcia Clark, the prosecutor. And I thought she stole the show, and I would not be surprised if she gets Emmy buzz over her performance. She may win her way overdue Emmy, and she well deserves it. Next up is Johnny Cochran. The guy who played Johnny Cochran was extraordinary. Before watching the show, I knew about the trial and I knew about O.J. Simpson, but I did not know much about the other people who were involved. And the person who played Cochran really went through the depths of his character and the person, and he accurately portrayed him. And when he was on screen, I believed what he said, because when he spoke, I believed him. I didn't feel like that he was just reading off a script. I felt like it was genuine and it was real and it was coming from him, which I like to see the actors believe the dialogue they're speaking. And as well, when he was on screen, there was just a presence about him when he spoke. You just had to watch, you just had to listen, and he was extraordinary as a supporting role. Cuba Gooding Jr., who played O.J. Simpson, now that's a difficult role to do because O.J. Simpson is a very well-known actor. Well, was an actor and a very good football player too. But O.J. Simpson as a person is very well known in the media and around the world. So playing him and being accurate of looking the part, playing him well, and doing him justice is a lot to juggle. And Cuba Gooding Jr. I've seen in many films, such as Jerry Maguire and Jerry Maguire, Boys in the Hood, and so I know that Cuba could give a good performance, but he really taps into his dark side into this performance, and it was very interesting because I've never really seen that kind of layer of emotion from Cuba before, and it was extraordinary to see because I don't think he was able to go that far, and also him bring a genuine and very human side to OJ, and show about his family and his side of the story. So it was it was great to see OJ be portrayed accurately, and Cuba gave one of his finest performances in years, if not his finest performance. As well, the guy who played Christopher Darden. So Christopher Darden, they made him seem like a supporting role in the show, but I firmly believe that he was a lead role in the show. He gave a great performance when he was on screen, arguing with Johnny Cochran. It seemed like a boxing match, and they were just fighting it out. His performance was great. He looked just like the actual person. Everyone in the show. What I also love is that the people they play are real people. So they cast the right actors to make them look like the real people. So I respect that. As well, the guy who played Christopher Darden, just like Johnny Cochran, the guy who played Johnny Cochran, he was electric on screen. Like his emotion and his passion and his performance just got me wrapped up into it. It made me emotional when he was talking. So to have an actor be able to do that to me is incredible. So yeah, top notch performance from him. And then last off for performance is David Schwimmer. David Schwimmer, as many people know, is well known for Madagascar, Friends, and some other work, but most famously for his performance as Ross on Friends. And so I've never really seen him do really serious work. And in this show, he's serious at times. He's incredibly serious, and just seeing him and his emotional range in the show is so raw and so heartbreaking. He transforms so much throughout the show, and just to see David Schwimmer show a different side of him that when I used to seeing was amazing. I think he single-handedly gave the best performance of the show, and he was incredible. Like, he had me speechless. He even made me cry. Like, for him to be able to do that, it's wow. And then overall, this show is amazing. It's gripping, it's intriguing. You can't take your eyes off the screen. They are accurate to all the events that occurred in the trial. They put the camera in the trial just like in the courtroom like they did for the trial, and they get you in the vehicle for the Bronco chase. So everybody saw the Bronco chase, but you didn't get to go in the Bronco chase with OJ, and that's what they did. So it's a very intriguing show and goes deep into detail about the trial and some things you may not remember. So overall, I give this show a 10 out of 10. If I could, I'd give it 11 out of 10. One of the best shows I've seen in a long time. Ryan Murphy is knocked out of the park once again. I cannot wait to see what's next for season 2 and what's it going to be about and who's going to be in it. So that is my review on American Crime Story. What do you think about the show? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Do you think it portrayed the O.J. Simpson trial accurately? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe. Until I see you guys again. This is MovieMan, signing off.